There are two types of graphs that we normally use. There's the bar graph and the line graph. The bar graph can either be a vertical bar graph, where you have the bars going up in the air, or it can be a horizontal bar graph, where the bars go out to the side. You'll have your two axes. One of them will usually be words, like a city name, and the other one will be a number of some sort. So if these were ball teams, and the number of points scored, could have the name of the city of the ball team, and the number of points going up the side. Or the name of the city of the ball team, and the number of points scored going along the side, along the bottom. For a line graph, also called a scattergram, you have your two axes. You have your x-axis, and you have your y-axis. The x-axis is left and right, the y-axis is up and down. To describe any given point on that axis, on that graph, you will have an x-coordinate telling you how far left and right it is, and a y-coordinate telling you how far up and down it is. The coordinate 0, 0, so that dot right there, is where the two axes meet, the x-axis being your horizontal and the y-axis being your vertical. Another thing to keep in mind with this is, what do they mean? So with the x and y axes, you're usually going to have a number for each of them. If the number is positive, it's going to go to the right. If the number is negative, it's going to go to the left. If the number is positive, it goes up. If the number is negative, it goes down. Just like if you were reading a temperature scale. Up and down, positive, high, negative, low. Now the line graph doesn't always have to show all four parts of the graph. Some of them, most of them actually, will show just one part of it. And on this will all be your positive numbers over here, and these will all be positive numbers over here. With this, if we have a point here, let's count by ones here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The point here is going to be 2 on my x-axis, and 3, well, okay, not quite 3. There's 2 there, there's 3 there, so 2.5 on my y-axis. Also, when looking at a line graph, you might have numbers that are too big to fit on here and not be able to scrunch them together or have them way too spread out or something like that. So you might put little lines in here to say, I'm going to skip a bit on this scale. So if I put these lines in here, I could then go up here to, let's say we're starting at 100, but we still want to count only by ones. we're allowed to do that. Usually that's not done on the x-axis, that's only done on the y-axis. This little symbol here, you may see it written as a little Z on the number line, or it may be two little lines with a gap in between them. On the line graph, you will typically have a line drawn. Most of the time it's going to be a straight line, and most of the time it's not going to have any gaps in it. So this is a straight line, and it goes from one point here up to a point here. Sometimes for your graph, you're going to have a curved line, where the information starts going down and then goes back up. Or the line might start going up and then come back down. Either one is fine. That's a curved line. And I know a line is supposed to be straight, but we have this special term here called curvilinear. That means a curved line. It's nice and smooth as it goes up and down. It's not really jagged. Another situation you might come up against with line graphs. You might have a broken line graph. This is also called a piecewise graph. It's called broken because there's a break between where it stops here and where it starts again down there. It's called piecewise because it's in pieces.